Now, I'll be speaking on emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation. Now, children of God, we must understand that our emotions is like a vehicle. Who you yield to defines who will drive that vehicle. The devil can drive that emotion, and God can drive it. It depends on who you are yielding to. We must understand that even when we are Christians, there is still boundaries, especially when you are relating with a person of an opposite sex. A Christian sister must understand that there's boundaries when she is relating with a Christian brother. And a Christian brother must understand that there's boundaries when he is relating with a Christian sister. Are you there? When he's relating with a Christian sister, we must understand this. There are boundaries. Or he's a Christian that can do anyhow. It's not true. Anything can happen. If you live anyhow, then you are opening the door of your life to any occurrence. Anything can happen to you because you have chosen to live anyhow. I hope you are getting it. So your emotions can be manipulated if you allow the devil to have access to it. The problem of emotional manipulation is that you begin to love what you are not supposed to love. And the devil will do it in such a way that you will not trace it to him. You will think it is you. Meanwhile, it is the devil. He is just driving you through your emotions. That's why some sisters are now in love. They are beginning to love the wrong person. And they called that emotional manipulation, they call it conviction. No, it's not conviction. It's a manipulation. Many sisters don't know that when they start, showing love to a brother, the brother knows. There's a way you will be acting. You yourself may not even know that you are acting in such a way, but through your actions, they can discern your intentions. Are you getting it? So let's maintain our boundaries. Keep your boundaries and you will keep yourself pure. Your emotion is a vehicle. God can drive it. You cannot be pure if God is not the driver of your emotions. There's no point talking to a brother for long. Are you getting it? You are talking and you maintain that talk consistently. Every day you are talking with a single person. And when they ask you, is anything happening? You say, no, he's just my friend. She's just my friend. Don't you know you are giving room for the devil to manipulate your emotions? You can even enter into a relationship without knowing because you are not wise. You cannot be calling someone every day consistently and you expect not to give an impression. That's when some of us, we give the impression of what we don't even mean. There are some brothers now who are into a relationship with a sister and the sister is not aware. Why? Because the sister is so careless around them. So the brother is now taking that their carelessness as a yes. There are some brothers now that they are into a relationship with a sister and they don't know. It's even common to a lot of these fire-branded brothers because they are so careless. And through their carelessness, they have given wrong impression to a lot of females. Set boundaries if you want to live long. It's very important. It's very important. Like I used to say, as a brother, if you want to maintain purity, there are things you don't do. Don't don't have this habit of always eating from sisters. From any sister. Any sister will just come and cook for you and you will eat it. Some brothers will even be asking, why don't you cook for me? Come, you can't. People cannot be cooking. Sisters cannot be cooking for you and you'll be eating their food and you think you will maintain purity. It's not possible. When a sister cooks for you, two things are involved. They use water, and primarily what they use to cook is their emotions. Somebody is in the kitchen sweating, doing this, doing that, cooking for you. You think what she's using is water? You are joking. A woman cooks with both water and emotions. Are you there? So when you eat from a sister and you are doing it consistently, you are setting yourself up for temptation. The food will go to your stomach, but the emotional part of the cooking will come to your heart. Suddenly you begin to receive the wrong person. You begin to receive the wrong picture. If you are a sister and you always enjoy eating brothers' food, you better be careful. Before you start picking wrongly now, be careful. You are a single brother, you want to maintain purity, cook for yourself. It's not all about cooking, but cooking is part of it. That's why I'm emphasizing on cooking. Cook for yourself. You cannot cook, buy snacks. And when you are ready to cook, cook. Don't depend on females cooking for you. If you really want to, I know it's not everybody that values purity, but I'm talking to the few who really want to follow God. I'm talking to the few who values purity. Cook for yourself. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's very important. I'm not now. There may be special occasions. Maybe she's doing birthday, he's doing birthday, there's Christmas period, they're doing convention. That is different. I'm talking about a normal day. Nothing is happening. They just bring food for you. Be careful. Be careful. Through what enters into your mouth, your heart can be taken. Remember, the emotion comes to your heart, the food goes to your stomach. So after the food has gone, digested, the emotion is still in your heart, manipulating you. And it will become hard for you to discern the will of God. No wonder a lot of brothers, they pick a lot of sisters. Yes, they have a lot of sisters in view. Why? Because they have eaten from too many tables. Don't eat from too many tables if you want to save your life. This is another thing that leads to emotional manipulation, when you eat from too many tables. And don't collect too many things from too many people. This sister is buying something for you, always buying you this, and you are always collecting it. Don't you know you are setting yourself up? It will become hard for you to discern the will of God. A brother is buying something for you. Why? I'm just buying. You know, you are a good sister to me. He's buying things for you every time, and you are always collecting. You cannot say no. You are setting yourself up. There are people who have this habit of always collecting things from people. They don't mean business with them, but they will keep collecting something from them. You are a thief. A thief. A thief. You are a thief. He's not. No. It's not a serious relationship. I'm just collecting. Does he give you? Of course. Now I used to collect something, but it's not a serious. You are a thief. A thief. A robber, for that matter. If you don't mean business with them, don't collect anything from them. Don't give them hope where there is no hope. Don't be a wicked person. And at the end of the day, the person has invested a lot on you. And I say, no, I can't marry you now. No. We are just friends. We are just friends. After you have collected so much, don't be a thief. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. Don't open the door for the devil to manipulate your emotions. It's very important. Give your emotions to God. Let God drive it. Let him drive it. You are a sister. When you see a brother, you know the brother is not in a relationship. You will call him in the morning, call him in the night, call him in the evening. When you see him, you start blushing. You start blushing. The brother is saying, can we go now? You start blushing. What's the time? You start blushing. Creating an impression, an unserious impression. There's a way you carry yourself when you are with an opposite sex. How you carry yourself defines the kind of values they give to you. I'm telling you the truth. There are brothers also that do the same. There are sisters that do the same too. People know when you are vulnerable. They know. It's you that may not know. They know when you are acting foolishly. They know. So carry yourself with value. You can be vulnerable with maybe your father in the Lord, your mentors, those people that are matured in the faith, but not with your friends. They can take advantage of that your vulnerability and defile you. Ungodly men can see that. Ungodly people can take an advantage of your vulnerability and they will defile you. That's how many sisters are defiled. Many brothers too are defiled because they are too vulnerable. If you want to be vulnerable, one, be vulnerable to God and be vulnerable to those who are leading you to God, who are building you spiritually. Aside from those two people, no vulnerability. But when you are married, you cannot be vulnerable to your partner. Aside from those three things, no way. No way. Can be vulnerable to your parents, yes. Your parents, those who are helping you to grow spiritually, be vulnerable to God. Don't just make yourself vulnerable to anyone. Otherwise, you give access to too many people. Please be careful. Purity is important. Purity is very important in the equation of working with God. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. This is the wisdom of God. Don't sell it.